Welcome back for 2 days of racing in London. I am riding a Slyway Ultra Recumbent bike. This is actually taking place 1 year before my World Championship video, right before last year's World Championship, that is the 2024 World Championship. If I win in my categories in those London races, then I am guaranteed to get the championship trophies for those categories. The first race is a 2 laps time trial. The track is reasonably twisty, so it is hard to go as fast as possible without taking too many risks. One of the issues is that you don't want to be blocked in the corners by slower riders like here, but everything is fine in the end as I am taking the 3rd place overall, on the 1st place in the unfaired and partially faired categories. The next race is a 2-hour race. I am not having a fast start as Skimwall and their Optima Baron Low Racer is taking the lead. I am overtaking her back to take the lead. Slash in the Bino Streamliner is overtaking me, so I am in 2nd place. I don't have enough speed to compete with him, as he's around 10% faster than me on this track. The turns are obviously slowing him down to the same level as me, but his straight line speed is much higher. I forgot the rear camera, so we can't see how far ahead I am from my main competitor, Johan Farver on his M5 Low Racer. Liam Goodman in the not-so-streamliner is finally overtaking me, so I am now in 3rd place. It is kind of expected, as I am no match for a streamliner on a flat course. I am already lapping people. It is harder than I would like as there is a turn, so I am probably losing some time. But I don't want to fall off my bike by doing some dangerous overtaking. That would make me lose far more than a few seconds. The problem is that Johan Farver on his M5 Low Racer is probably getting closer. So I need to get past them. But I need to try to be careful in the corner. I'm getting next to Gemma Chapman in her streamliner on the outside of the turn. My bike is more agile than a streamliner, so it should be easier for me to find a way around. I'm lapping Kim Wall on her Optima Baron Low Racer and Martin Kiesel on his carbon trike. I'm lapped by Slash in his Bino streamliner. We are lapping Dave Minter on his tricycle. Let's face it, a tricycle is no match for a high racer and even less so for a streamliner. We are lapping Jerry Charlwood on his SLR trike. Now I am lapping Tim McDonald in his Milan SL Velomobile. Here is John Lucian on his Pelso Brevet, and I am lapped again by Liam Goodman in the not-so-streamliner. Unfortunately, he will crash along with Slash while trying to overtake Dan Bergonzi. Slash is still leading, even though he crashed as well. After 55 kilometers, Johan Farver on his M5 Low Racer is catching up with me and is overtaking me. That's rather frustrating, but I am far from exhausted, so I am staying with him. The M5 Low Racer is definitely a fast bike when there are no hills. I think this is the place where Liam Goodman crashed out of the track. That's a rather fast corner. Johan is lapping John Lucian on his Pelso Brevet before the turn. I'm going to be stuck on lose some ground. I don't know if the tail fairing really helps, but it is difficult to know as I am probably producing far more power and I am faster either way. Somehow we are catching up with Liam Goodman in the not-so-streamliner. He is one lap behind because of the crash. Also probably because of the crash he is much slower now. He's staying in Johan's wheels. So we are now a group of 3 riders. We are lapping Dave Minter on his tricycle. We are lapping Jody Swallow on her trike. Now we are lapping Kim Wall on her Optima Baron low racer. Johan on his M5 low racer is on the attack. I have to catch up with him. We are lapping Rob Womack on his uncycle. We are lapping Andy Foray in his streamliner. We are getting close to the end of the race, so I am launching an attack. Somehow the not-so-streamliner has come back, but he is one lap behind. So I am taking the second place, behind Slash and ahead of Joran. Liam Goodman in the not-so-streamliner is 4th. Now we are going to Hillingdon for the second day of racing. This is a Vulcan Velomobile, the Optima Baron Low Racer, the Pelso Brevet, the Milan SL Velomobile, the Nazca Fiero with an aerodynamic billiard. This is the F1 Streamliner. This is the Cobra Bike Low Racer. My own Slyway Ultra High Racer. A Moulton separable bike, a carbon trike. A on-cycle. The first race is 30 minutes plus 1 lap anti-clockwise.
Harding! 3, 2, 1, go!
A walking bike that's not going to win a race. After the first kilometer, Dave Minter on his tricycle is leading, along with Mexex, as he is called on Facebook, on his Nazca Fiero. Michael Pitnam is riding a Raleigh upright bike. Jeffrey Jem on his Cobra Bike Low Racer is just ahead of Martin Kiesel on his carbon trike. Stuart Glenn is riding a Moulton bike. This is Dave Goodman on his big wheel scooter. That's not going to win the first prize in efficiency and speed, but still faster than the Elliptigo walking bike. Mexex is now leading the race on his Nazca Fiero. Nazca is one of those many brands that have closed-up shop. The two tricycles riders are working together in second position. Michael Pittman on his upright bike is in fourth position. It is more like a time trial because the distances between riders are quite big, except for the top 3 riders that are riding together. We certainly can't use that race to determine what bike is the fastest bike. Somehow the tricycles are ahead of the upright bicycles. They've got 3 wheels, lots of aerodynamic drag, that implies the riders are quite a bit stronger. Dave Minter, Jeff Booker on Mexex are still leading the race. This is the sharpest corner of the track, which can cause problems for the tricycles, although they do look fine. Jeff Booker on his tricycle is lapping people. He's followed by Mexex on his NASCAR Fiero. Dave Minter on his tricycles has been dropped. Here, there is a very slight uphill, so the lighter bike like the Moulton may be faster, but I think it is only for the less powerful people. I do believe the less powerful people benefit more from a light bike than the more powerful ones, because they don't reach speeds where the aerodynamic matters most. Also, it depends on the wind and whether there are climbs. I'm wondering how much extra speed the tail fairing adds to the carbon trike. It would probably be nicer if it was bigger and if it was covering the rear wheel. Jeff Booker on his tricycle is still leading the race. Dave Minter on his tricycle is in third place. Dave Goodman on his scooter is still doing well. The scooter is hard work. Mexex on his NASCAR Fiero is leading the race now along with Jeff Booker on his tricycle. We are getting close to the end of the race. It is not clear which one of those riders is going to win. That's probably going to be a sprint finish. This is the last lap. Mexex on his NASCAR Fiero has won the race. Now is the time for the fast race. Liam Goodman in his white not-so streamliner has the best start. Johan Farver on his M5 low racer is right ahead of me. I am overtaking him straight away. I'm also overtaking everybody else. I am already on the attack. I am not expecting to hold that position against the streamliners, but I've got my chances against Johan on his M5 low racer. After 1 kilometer slash in the Bino, streamliner is catching up with me. He's overtaking me as you would expect. He's around 20% faster than me on this track. Probably even faster in the straight part of the track right here. Liam Goodman in the not-so streamliner is overtaking me as well. I'm lapping Alex Golubkov on what looks like a custom bike. It has a moving bottom bracket, like a cruise bike. I am lapping Jay Charlwood on his SLR trike. I'm lapping John Lucian on his Pelso Brevet with his huge tail fairing. Now I'm lapping Geoff Burt in his homemade Vulcan Velomobile and Alan Goodman on his Winchester trike. I'm lapping Gemma Chapman in her F1 streamliner. And I'm lapping Andy Foray in his Case streamliner. As usual, I'm being lapped by Slash in the Bino streamliner. I'm not trying to do anything about it. You can't even draft a streamliner. He's going to win the race, ahead of Liam Goodman in the not-so streamliner. I am taking the third place, ahead of Johan Farver on his M5 low racer. Now is the time for the second slow race.
2, 1, go!
After 1 kilometer, Michael Pittman on his upright bike is leading the race. Ahead of Dave Minter, Mexex and Jeff Booker. Judy Swallow in a high strike is in 5th place. Geoffrey James on his Cobra bike is in 6th place. The Cobra bike is a front-wheel drive recumbent that was produced 20 years ago. It is made of carbon, so it is very light. Unfortunately, Cobra bikes are no longer in business. In any case, low racers are quite a bit out of fashion. Mexex on his NASCAR Fiero is now leading the race, ahead of Jeff Booker, Dave Minter and Michael Pittman. The race is just starting to look like the previous one. Here, Sheriff Harding is riding his uncycle. There are not a lot of uncycles today, contrary to the day before. Jeff Booker on his tricycle is leading the race now. He's trying to get away from the group. But it does not work, as they are still right behind him, except Michael Pittman on his upright bike, who has been dropped. Michael Pittman is here, lapping Dave Goodman on his scooter. Geoffrey James on his Cobra bike is negotiating the tightest corner. Alex Golubkov on his homemade forward drive bike is right behind him. The leading group, headed by Jeff Booker on his tricycle, is cornering as well. The two tricycles are visibly quite a bit slower in the corner. Judy Swallow on a high strike is in 5th place. Geoffrey James on his Cobra bike is in 6th place, followed by Alex Golubkov on his forward drive bike. It looks like the race will be decided in a sprint, as nobody is attacking. Michael Pittman on his upright bike is on his own in 4th place. Dave Minter on his tricycle really is in Jeff Booker wheels in 3rd place. He probably must be ready to hit the brakes at any time with such a small distance between bikes. It is easier to be closer to the bike ahead on an upright bike, because you can actually see the front of the front wheel. I am quite intrigued by the moving bottom bracket bikes like this. Is the transmission really more efficient? Dave Minter on his tricycle has been dropped from the leading group, and this is the last lap. The finish line is right after the turn. So Jeff Booker on his tricycle really is not the favorite.
Sorry, mate, on that Monday.
Max Hex on his NASCAR Fiero has won the race.
Half an hour on the one repair. Don't know how that survived.
Now is the time for the final race. I'm not having a very good start. Johan Farver on his M5 low racer is taking the lead. I'm coming back to him straight away, and I am launching an attack. After 900 meter slash in the Bino Streamliner is catching up with me. It is not the easiest place to overtake, as it is the tightest corner of the track. I'm not really slower than him when cornering. but you will have no trouble overtaking me when we exit the turn. That's it, Slash is taking the lead of the race. Liam Goodman in the Not So Streamliner is overtaking me as well. And Duran on his M5 low racer is catching up with me, so my attack has failed. I must be careful not to be dropped straight away, as he's quite fast on this part of the track. Some people are somehow wandering on the track. That can be quite dangerous, as we are going at 45 to 50 km per hour, as the end of the race is close. I am on the attack once again. This attack will be successful, and I will once again finish third overall and first in the unfaired and partially fair category. I will end up missing the final races of the season because of an accident with my seated bike, because of a broken handlebar. There are plenty more videos to come, so stay tuned. And goodbye for now.